Hi, I'm PJ from TreelineUSA.com. I'm excited today to kind of help you wade through some of the confusion and some of the bits that are available. At TreelineUSA.com we have a lot of different bits available, from super aggressive to very, very fine, and we have a lot of people ask us, what bits should I get when I get started into power carving? Now, with all the bits we carry, we have a practical use for each one of them, but let me kind of demonstrate to you some of the different bits you might want to use as you get started, and over time you'd pick up several bits and kind of depending on the projects you work on. But let me show you the most commonly used bits for now. With all the different styles of bits available, there's really three different types you're looking at when you get started. First, you have the Saber-Tooth Burrs, and these are a carbide bit with some nice aggressive teeth, and these bits are designed to rip, chew, and tear material away very, very quickly. They're not going to be smooth cutting, but they're not designed for that. They're designed just to take off wood faster than anything else. And so usually this is the type of burr you want to use first for your roughing out and getting it down to a shape where you want to start putting in some of the details. The next bit you want to use is a fluted bit. Now, these fluted bits are much less aggressive than the Saber-Tooth Burrs, and they have flutes coming around. And the idea of these is to come through and slice the material away so that the wood comes off very, very clean, almost like using a knife or a gouge. And so these are the bits you typically use when you have about a 1/4 inch or less material to take off. You want to use these. And then the last style of bit to get would be a diamond bit. And the diamond is your sandpaper. So when you're trying to do your fine tuning, your cleaning up, or your final detailing, the diamond bits are perfect for those applications. So to just kind of recap this a little bit, you have the Saber-Tooth Burrs for your ripping, chewing, roughing out, getting down to shape. You have the fluted bits like this, and you can get these in the 1/8 inch carbide burrs, the vanadium steel cutters, the stump cutters. All of those are basically the same style of bit, all designed to cut very smooth, not as aggressive, but very, very smooth, but still be able to take off a little bit of material. And finally, you have the diamond bits, which are your sandpaper for cleaning up. Now, with all the different shapes and styles out there, there's again 3 basic shapes to use, and those shapes are, you first have a cylinder bit like this, and again you can get these in a dovetail shape, big or smaller, but the cylinder bit gives you a nice flat side with a nice square top on it like this. Now that allows you to do some roughing out without concaving your cut. And then you can also tip the bit on its corner like this and use it for doing texture work for feathers, fur, and outlining where you want a kind of a V-shape type cut. So then the second bit to use would be a sphere or a ball shape, and these bits are designed to make a concave type cut. So when you're trying to get into a dish area of something like a bowl or a spoon, or in kind of working on like a face carving or something like that around the nose and the eye area, and that these ball tips work really, really well for that, for getting in and giving a nice soft cut, and where you do want to concave your project. And then the third bit would be something with a point. Now you can get that, this is the bud shape right here, but you can get the same type of bit, same type of point in a flame shape or a taper shape. A taper is going to come straight down like this, where the flame is going to flame down like that. And all those give you a good point to work with, and like you'd work with a tip of a knife. But the bud shape like this is a very commonly used shape where you can get in and do a lot of hogging out, but also be able to do some detailing work with the tip when you need to. So those basic shapes, the cylinder, the sphere, and something with a point, whether it be a bud, flame, or taper, that kind of follows suit for the different styles of bit. So the same thing in a carbide cutter or the diamond. And so after this, then the bit shapes vary just in size. So depending on the project and how much material you need to take off, or how fine a detail you need to do, will determine which bit to pick up. But at least these are the 3 different styles and the 3 different profiles to get started with. As you can see, there's a lot of different styles of bits available depending on the projects you have in mind. So at TreelineUSA.com we have all these bits available, from the 1/4 inch shank type bits for your Fordham and die grinder, drill press, some of those when you really have a lot of material to take off. Or we have a lot of different 1/8 inch and 3/32 shanked bits for Dremels, micromotors, and other tools like that. And again, depending on if you need a really aggressive bit or something finer, depending on your project. So visit us at TreelineUSA.com to see what we have available. And for more videos, click subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.